I'm here with my youngest son. We are in the Belgian Ardennes. Sometimes we do this. We go somewhere and for a few days we go watch animals and do some trekking. We've been here before. It's a really beautiful area where we've seen a lot of. Not so sure if you can see this, but it is beaver paradise over here. All beaver feeding sign. All the trees have been felled by beaver. Oh, we have to be careful over here. Ooh. Yeah, we arrived yesterday, and our plan was to do a beaver walk. But we arrived, and we were riding in a car, and I said to Thijs, "I see a cat," and I wasn't too sure if it was a wild cat or a domestic cat. Well, we've been here before, and we've seen in March up to 3 wild cats during daytime. So I decided to back up with the car and have a look. And then we saw this cat. So in the quickness and the enthusiasm of the moment, we hoped for a wild cat. But unfortunately, it later turned out to lack clear characteristics for a wild cat. For example, the dorsal stripe is missing and the tail is also too thin to be of a wild cat. But I am happy with this photo of a cat hunting for mice. I had my big camera in the back of the car, but luckily Thijs was borrowing my Sony RX10. And he had it with him in the car, so it's so valuable to have a camera like that handy when you when having the big camera handy is not so handy. So after that we went down into that valley, and there were really amazing beaver sign and beaver lodges and beaver dam after dam after dam. It was really amazing over there. And here in the Belgian Ardennes, I know there are also a lot of raccoons. Of course, they do not belong here. They are native to North America, but they escaped or were released, or they're all over the place. So, but near water, I'm always looking to see if I can find some tracks from raccoon. And then I saw a few tracks on the ground, or one partial track actually. And I passed that one on to Thijs, and It is not easy to identify partial tracks. You must then look carefully at the details that you do see and supplement that with all the information that you can find, such as the gait the animal used. Gaits are also drawn for each animal in our field guide. It took some puzzling, but in the end Thijs figured it out. So he struggled a bit. He was starting with a small beaver. Yeah, he also thought of a muskrat. In the end, it was a raccoon, and he figured it out. So that's cool. And almost back to the car, there was this track. That's one that I explain to the participants of our track and sign courses often as well, is that if you spend a lot of time studying certain tracks and sign, then it becomes really easy for your eyes and your brain to pick it up when you see it out in the field. And for me, I spent a lot of time tracking the Eurasian badger, the Melis, and they have really long nails on their front paws. So when they walk on fairly firm substrate. The pads of the feet do not register, but the nails do. The claw marks do. And that pattern for me, I always pick it up and I saw them. I passed it on to Thijs as well. And I don't think with only the nail marks you did not recognize it, eh? No. No, Thijs looked in the trail to see if there were other tracks. And there was one track that had some of the toe pads and the I always have to think the metacarpal pad on the front foot. In English you have carpal and tarsal. And then he recognized it. Yes, badger. Oh, it's beautiful over here. So yesterday evening we also went. That's what we do in the evening over here. We get our thermal cameras and we go right around. Often we see badger, red fox, roe deer, red deer. Yeah, there's all kinds of species that we can see. Yesterday we saw mainly roe deer, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw roe deer and a couple of wild boar cross the road. We're walking here on the path and what's it, Thijs?
Badger.
Yeah, a trotting badger. Yeah, it's a really nice trotting gait over here. Oh, awesome. We were talking about, yesterday it was mainly roe deer and we saw a group of wild boar was crossing the road. But then there are a few places where the beavers are, where there are beavers really close to the road. And on one occasion I parked the car and I was looking with the thermal camera to look around the beaver pond, but then they were sitting really right beside the car. It was, Thijs? It was really right beside. I was looking out of the window and there's two beavers sitting over there. And the thing with those beavers is they are really used to the lights from the cars. If you do not do weird things and you use a pocket light, you can really see the beavers doing their thing and they're not being bothered by you in any way. So that was pretty amazing, eh? Yeah, that was really cool. That was really awesome. So we're on a hike right now. I have no idea what we'll find, but I'll report back whenever we find something cool. So the camera I have with me is the Sony A1, and whenever we're in the car, that's also often in the evening, I'm using the Sony 400mm 2.8 and then sometimes with a teleconverter, the 1.4, but that's not really a convenient walk around lens. Especially here going up and down, and when you're on the ground working on a track or sign, that's not really convenient. So. But here now I have the Sony 100 to 400mm and also with the teleconverter. That's all light enough to carry around. It's not too big and the quality is big enough. I was thinking about the 200 to 600, but that lens weighs a lot more than this combination. So. I just found sign from this animal. And I'm going to ask Thijs if yeah, he has no idea that I have an assignment for him, but he's going to find it. Hopefully also name the animal.
Oh wow.
What did you find?
Feeding sign for my red squirrel.
Yeah. There's more. Why is it handy to know what red squirrel feeding sign is? Well, for example, if you want to see or photograph them, of course. If you have an area with a lot of fresh red squirrel sign, yeah, that might be a good spot to invest in if you want to make photos of red squirrels. More beautiful badger tracks. Some digging being done by an animal, and it's always a little bit difficult to find out which animal did the digging and why, but Thijs found a few partial badger tracks. It's a really badger country over here. Thijs is really getting trained in recognizing badger tracks, so he found two tracks in there, and it really makes sense that a badger would dig up voles. Yeah, they live in the bank over here, so a badger would try to dig them up and have some voles for lunch or whatever. Yeah, really nice. More scat. It's really the twisty kind, turned into each other and around like a Gordian knot. Yeah, that really fits a marten. So it could be here pine marten or beech marten, at the beech or stone marten, same animal. Beautiful, beautiful twisty scat. Usually the scat of fox and marten species, they sometimes can, when they're like the sausage type, it's really difficult to keep them apart. So we just saw a red kite. There was a field was plowed, so it's probably looking for, I don't know, maybe voles, other animal that got caught up in the plow. So yeah, but otherwise, yeah, the amount of wildlife photography this afternoon, no. More trekking now. And maybe tonight we'll have more wildlife again, more wildlife photography. It's the next day. Yesterday evening and this morning we saw a lot of roe deer, some beavers, but not much else. So this will be the end of the vlog. I hope you like the vlog. Give it a thumbs up and we'll see you next time.